Nepal, the abode of gods. The land of mountains. Global hub for trekkers and mountaineers. Every year, loads of trekkers and mountaineers across the globe travel here to experience the nature at its best. Giripremi has been visiting Nepal since past few years. During our expeditions to Mount Everest, Lhotse and Makalu, we have formed an eternal bond with Nepal and its people. It has become a home for all of us. 25th April 2015, the darkest day in the history of Nepal, as the massive earthquake of 7.9 Richter struck. There was a colossal damage to the entire country. Several villages got ruined. Countless houses had collapsed. Thousands of people lost their lives and millions were injured. Primary essentials such as food, electricity, transport and communication were in disarray. No aeroplane could fly or land for 48 hours due to the cracks in the airstrip. Morale of the whole country was shattered. All open grounds and roads were flooded with survivors as nobody dared to enter the house that night. The situation became worse. Now, the death toll started rising rapidly and reached close to 5,000. People struck in Nepal desperately looked for the safe escape. Airport got flooded. Roads going out of Nepal were full of traffic. Locals were striving for food and shelter. Newspapers did not have an inch of more space to write about the havoc in Nepal. Entire world was stunned watching the rage of the nature. At Giripremi, everyone was mentally disturbed and nobody could sleep for those 3 days. And on 20th April, we were ready with a relief plan. And a rescue team of 10 highly skilled mountaineers, including few Everesters, rushed to Kathmandu. With the past experience of such work in Uttarakhand disaster, Leh cloudburst, Konkan floods, Uttarkashi landslide, and with the support from newly formed Guardian Giripremi Institute of Mountaineering, our team was capable and self-sufficient to run this operation. Our primary objective was to give moral support to those ill-fated people and then provide them temporary shelter, food and medical aid. With the help of local Sherpa agency, Peak Promotion Private Limited, we got to work. As we reached Kathmandu, we came to know that Balaju was the most impacted locality in Kathmandu city. We immediately reached there to survey the place.
यहाँ तो चार आदमी डेथ हुआ था। कल को ही यहाँ से जितना हो सका वो लाश निकाला ना। अब तो यहाँ आदमी लोग को नहीं लेकिन सामान अपना अपना निकाल रहा है।
अभी ये तो बहुत मुश्किल होगा ना, ये वाला बंगला ये कभी भी टूट सकता है।
कभी भी टूट सकता है, इसलिए हम यहाँ कहीं नहीं बिठाए। हम तो दूसरे स्थान पर जाके वहाँ टेंट लगाकर बैठे।
हम लोग भी आए हैं, हमारे इंडियन ने कुछ कल तारपुलिन लगाए हैं, वो 2 नंबर दिए इधर के लोगों को, तो ये तारपुलिन लगाएंगे।
The fear of earthquake kept entire market in Kathmandu closed for few days. We could hardly get some tarpaulin sheets, some rice packets, few mattresses and blankets. Along with this material, we reached Balaju. It was difficult to withstand the moist eyes of the people receiving relief material from us. The overall survey pointed out that there was massive destruction in Sindhu Palchok and Dharing districts. These two being hilly and remote districts, hardly any help reached there even 5 days after the earthquake. We made swift plans and sent 2 teams to respective districts.
आणि एकराज अधिकारी सध्या विलांची गावात आहोत. सिंधुपाल जिल्ह्यातलं हे गाव आहे. काठमांडू.
Rest of the team members, after a lot of struggle, finally arranged to get required relief material from Lucknow. As the time demanded, one of our team members traveled continuously 26 hours with the load of 1,700 kilograms all the way from Lucknow to Kathmandu. According to the survey reports received from our team members, we distributed the material for Sindhupal Chowk and Dharing. We gave required material to Sindhupal Chowk team to distribute in the village Thempu. And with a team of 10 mountaineers and 6 Sherpas, we proceeded to Dharing with 3.5 tons of relief material. In such a calamitous situation, when all the systems were collapsed, we decided to be self-sufficient, hence carried tents and sufficient food for our team. Our destination was a small village called Tripureshwar, situated in the remotes where there were no tar roads. The situation was worse. Out of 225, 213 houses were destroyed and an entire village was searching for the shelter. Even then, we received a warm welcome from villagers. After distributing the stuff, they took us to the school close by Achan Vidyalaya. Happened to be the central school for several surrounding villages. Entire school building was devastated. Luckily though, being Saturday, it was a weekly holiday when earthquake struck and a huge disaster was evaded. It will certainly be a mammoth challenge for the school authorities to rebuild the premises of school. Till then, about 500 students will be away from the education. We gave them assurance that we would send some financial aid from India.
आमच्या सगळ्या गिर्यारोहकांच्याकडून जे काय थोडंफार मदत करता येणे शक्य होतं त्यासाठी आम्ही या परिसरात आलो होतो. ती मदत आम्ही केली आहे पण यावेळेस या शाळेचं जी काही अवस्था आहे ती बघून खरंच खूप वाईट वाटतंय आणि खरंच माझं सगळ्यांना अगदी मनापासून विनंती आहे की मदत आर्थिक मदत आपण करू शकू या शाळेसाठी ती सगळ्यांनी जरूर करा आणि नेपाळमधल्या या त्रिपुरेश्वर गावातली शाळा उभी करण्यासाठी आपण पण त्याच्यामध्ये हातभार लावूयात.
Village of Darka was in equally bad shape. When our doctor's team reached there, they found hundreds of injured people awaiting medical aid for past 5 days since the earthquake struck.
ज्यावेळेस आम्ही इथे आलो तर पहिलीच आम्हाला केस मिळाली. 10 दिवस झाले साधारण तिला फ्रॅक्चर आहे आणि तिला अजूनही इथं मदत मिळाली नाही. हेलिकॉप्टर येत आहे पण अजूनही तिचं लिफ्ट होऊ शकलेलं नाहीये.
Being so remote, no helicopter could land and no team could reach there. Our team trekked 6 hours with medicines and medical equipments on their back. In the short stint of 2 days, they tried to treat as many people as they could. By the time helicopters and government help could find their way to Darka and other villages. During 10 days rescue and relief operation, we experienced several aftershocks of the earthquake. But the blow of seeing devastated Nepal will leave a lifetime impression on our minds. The relief and rehabilitation work in Nepal will continue for years to come. Whole world will contribute for the same, and so will we.